Okay, today we're going to talk about how to create tension inside your opponent's body and then how to work against this tension or how to work with the tension. First of all, why do we need to create this tension? When a person is tense, he doesn't move and doesn't fight as fast and as good as when he's relaxed. Every person has a different size of the private space. If your psychic is stable, your private space is smaller. If you're not stable psychologically, your private space is bigger. But pretty much every person will feel tension if you start to move close to his body, or you start to move and touch his body. It doesn't matter what kind of psychic he has. So what happens when I move my hand close to my partner's body? His imagination creates the wave inside his body. So this wave goes with my arm. Wave, that's how I call the muscle tension, what his imagination creates. And this muscle tension goes along with my palm, and this tension is always underneath of my palm. So when I move and stop my hand, here is where his tension is the highest, right here in this point under my arm. It's same idea as when you drive the car fast and then you press the brake. Everything inside the car got compressed for a couple seconds and then everything backs to normal position. Same happens here. When I move it, there's tension creates right here for a couple moments. These couple moments I can use to work against this tension. I can push towards this tension, or I can punch towards this tension. Very important for me to create this tension. My partner sees my movement, that's number one, or feels my movement. He has to see my movement or feel my movement. Otherwise, it won't be any reaction, so won't be able to create any tension. And second, the movement should be fast enough, so it will create some tension on the end of my movement. If I will go slow, he won't react. So, how it works? I move my body, I move my hand fast, and I push toward the tension. I move, and I push toward the tension. Move, punch toward the tension. Oop. Push toward the tension. You can tense any part of his body. You can create this muscle wave anywhere you want. What difference between relaxed body and body with the tension? If I push him when he's in a normal, stable condition, he will just step away. Because his body has no tension inside, he's comfortable, relaxed, nothing gonna happen. But when I create support for myself as a tension, this will help me. So, this is the way it works. If person has a stable psychic, this won't work for him. It will be not enough for him to create tension inside body. So for a person who is more stable, more strong psychologically, I need to show something bigger. So I need to show bigger movement, so he will trust my movement and I will be able to create tension inside him. So for a person with stable psychic, I try to give a little bit more. He has to see my movement. And he has to believe my movement. It's even easier to work against the tension and create tension when everything happens in a moment. When, for example, he attacks me, you probably heard about work without contact or psychic work. Both those works based on same principle. You create tension and you work against this tension. So it's not even necessary to push towards tension sometimes or punch towards tension. You can just create tension and start to manipulate this tension. You start to move this tension without any contact, any direction you want to move. So, same idea. Eric start to attack me. That's same principle we use it for work without contact. Nothing mysterious here. This work probably most likely won't work for against people who drunk or stoned because they're not with us right now. We can only apply this work to a person who has more or less stable psychic, stable mental condition. Thank you very much.